Namaste students, I am JVN Dr. Aziz Mohammed Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. Today I am going to discuss about the complement system and classical pathway. So what is the meaning of the complement system? Complement system is a important immunological system which is dependent on the antigen and antibody interaction, and it completes the antigen antibody interaction and then finally results in the killing of the bacteria. Okay, it is named complement system because it was first identified as a heat labile component of serum that complemented antibodies in the killing of the bacteria. So it is known as the complement system. It consists of serum and cell surface proteins. It is a complex of several proteins which are involved in killing of the bacteria, and mostly it is uh, used in the innate and adaptive immunity. So what are the functions of the complement system? Complement system is used in the opsonization, in chemotaxis, in cell lysis, in immune clearance, and in activation of inflammatory responses. How? Because in opsonization means covering of antigen by antibody and then killing by phagocytosis. Chemotaxis means that complement proteins will kill the antigen. So it is a chemotaxis process. Cell lysis is also conducted by complement system, and immune clearance means at a regular time complement system will remove the undesired foreign particles. So it will clear and it maintain the immunity, and also it helps in the activation of inflammatory responses by some by activation of some anaphylatic reactions. So this is the lysis process by which complement system will lyse the cell. It is the opsonization process by the phagocytosis and antibody covering. So at all the phases, complement system will help the immune system. So what are the components of complement system? There are three serum proteins which are involved in the complement activation, and these include the C1 to C9, and various parts of these proteins are there. For example, if C1 is there, then it can have 5 parts, and C2 will have 2 parts, C3 will have 2 parts, and the factor D is also a part, factor B is also a part of these complement protein. So these 30 proteins are the components of complement system. And these complement proteins are synthesized by hepatocytes, and they are also produced by blood monocytes, tissue macrophages, and epithelial cells of the gastrointestinal and genitourinary tract. Uh, Actually, these complement proteins will convert, and they will be digested into 2 parts, that is C4. For example, if we talk about the C4, it will be converted into two parts, that C4A and C4B. The C4, the A part is known for the anaphylactic reactions, and the B part is used for the lysis. It is used for the lysis. The A part is a large fragment and the B part is a smaller fragment. There are three pathways in the complement activation. Uh, First one is classical pathway, second is alternate pathway, and the third one is lectin pathway or MBL pathway. So this is the diagram of classical pathway. Now we discuss about the classical pathway. So classical pathway is the basic pathway of the complement system. It is very important pathway, and it starts when an antibody will bind to a pathogen. Okay, it starts when an antibody will bind to a pathogen. After binding, complement proteins will start for activation. The first protein is C1. So there is a sequence C1, C2, C4, C5, C6, C1, C2, C4, C3, C5, C6, C7, C8, C9. So these two complement protein will bind one by one and will get activated, and then they will kill the pathogen. So first, C1 will be the first protein to come to bind with the antibody and pathogen. So in the C1 there are approximately three units: C1Q, 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 C1R, C1S. So C1Q is have one unit. There are two units of C2R and there are two units of C1S. So first, what will happen? C1 first antibody will bind to the pathogen, and after binding to the pathogen, C1R and C1S will bind to the antibody or pathogen, and after binding of C1R and C1S, C1Q will bind. Okay, here we can find here that C1R and C1S have been bound to the pathogen, then C1 will bind to this complex and will activate and make a complex of C1Q, R and S complex. So this is the diagram how these antibodies will bind to the C1QRS complex. Then after binding to C1Q and RS, activated C1 will cleave C4. Now it will not C2, C3. No, after C1, C4 will come here. C4 will come and C1S will cleave C4 to C4A and C4B. Okay, so C4B will bind to this complex C1QRS and C4A will be removed from the complex. So here C4B will bind to this membrane complex, okay, microbial surface, okay, and C4A will be removed. So C4B have been bound here. Now this C4B will recruit C2. Okay, C2 will be recruited by C4B, and after recruiting the C2, C2 will also get converted into two parts, C2A and C2B, and C2A will bind and C2B will be cleaved. C2B will be removed from this complex. So here only C2A will bind to C4B complex. So now it is a complex of C4B and C2A. This C4B and C2A complex is known as the C3 convertase. It is known as the C3 convertase. And it will convert the C3 into C2A, C3A and C3B, which results in the binding of C3B to this complex, and the complex of C2A, C4B and C3B is known as the C5 convertase. So at the time when the C3 will be here, more and more C3B will be bound one by one to this place. So we can find here that this is a complex of C4b, C2a, and C3b on the pathogen surface, and it is a antibody. So more and more C3b will bind all around the surface of the pathogen. So here C4b, C2a, and C3b will make a C5 convertase complex, and they will bind C5 to this place. Okay, C5 will bind here. They have been the C5 now binds to this complex. So the complex is now C4a, C2a, C3b, and C5 complex, which is also known as the C6 convertase. And now C6 will be added to this place. Now C6 will be added to this place. Here the C5 have been bound. After binding to C5b, C6 will bind to membrane of the pathogen. After binding to C6, C7 will bind to the complex. After binding to C7, C8 will bind to this complex. Okay, so this is the complex of the C1, C2A, C4b, C2A, C3b, C5. B, C6, C7, C8, and this is the complex of more compounds. Now this C9 is also known as the membrane attack complex. This complex is harmful for the bacteria. If C9 is not bound, they will not harmful for the bacteria. But if C9 will bind to this complex, it will be known as the membrane attack complex. So it will be bound to cell membrane surface, and it will make a pore here. This is the pore here. It is a pore on the surface of the cell membrane, which will result in the killing of the bacteria. This is the diagram, and it is a cell membrane of pathogen, and this is a complement proteins. These complement protein will make a pore in the surface of the bacterial cell. So the bacteria have been killed in the complement pathway, which is classical pathway. So in the upcoming lecture, we will discuss about the alternate pathway. This is the tabulated form of classical pathway, and components which come one by one. First, I will repeat it again. First, C1 will come on and bind to the surface of the bacteria. I will make it here a diagram. First, suppose this is the bacterial cell membrane. On the cell membrane, there are some antibodies which are bound on the surface of this pathogen, and here C1 will bind here. First, C1 will be here. C1 will recruit C2A and C2B. Now C1 will recruit the C4, and C4 will be bound into two types, C4A and C4B. C4B will bind here. Here C4A will bind on the surface of the C1, and this complex will recruit the C2. This C2 here, it is C4, and this will recruit the C2. C2 will bind only C2B will 2A will be bind to this complex. Now C2 will bind here. Okay, this is C2. Now this complex of C1, C4 and C2 is known as the C3 convertase, which will recruit the C3 complex. It will recruit C3. So I will bind here C3. So C3 will bind here. C3 is bound here. This complex will recruit C5. It is known as the C5 convertase. So it will recruit C5. So now C5 is bound to this complex. This is known as the C6 convertase. This complex will bind to C6. Now C6 will bind to this complex. C6 is bound to this complex. This complex will recruit C7. So C7 is also bound here. C7 will recruit C8. So C8 is also bound here. And this complex is not harmful for the bacteria, but when this complex will bind to C9, then C9 will make a complex membrane attack complex, which will create the pores here and will degrade the bacteria, will kill the bacteria. So it is a complex. So here first C1 will bind, and then C4 will bind here. Only C4B will bind to this complex. After C4 binding of C4, C2 will come, and only C2A will bind to this complex, and C2B will be removed. See, this complex will recruit C3 complex, which will bind C3B complex to this complex. This complex is known as the C3 C5 convertase, which will bind another complex that is known as the C5 convertase, and it will recruit C5. So this C5A and C5B complex will be glued, and C5B will bind to this complex, and this complex will recruit C6. Then the complex C7 convertase will be bind here, which will recruit C7, and after that C8 will be bound to this complex, and C9 is bound, which will create the pores in the membrane. This complex and this pathway is known as the classical pathway, and in the upcoming lecture we will discuss about the alternate pathway. Thank you very much.